The Third Chronicle. Bishop James Morrison Grove story. Welcome back to the Third Chronicle. Today we're looking at the Kansas City Chief. That is the publication, and the date of it is August 11th, 1898. And this is page 1. The article is titled The Church of God, an Emporia, Kansas story that tells of the way of the world. Down on Commercial, where the one-story house and the box-like wood and congregated iron stores are set at jagged intervals, among the weed-grown lots, there is a little grocery shop kept by a man named Grove. He has been for several years building a comfortable little trade, and his wife, who is a good Methodist and devout, was proud of him and respectfully thankful to the smiling providence that had blessed him. There was even a family hope of moving uptown into a brick store and of having a house north of 6th Avenue large enough to entertain the ladies' society in some day. But this spring, a husky Negro who called himself a bishop came to town. He told a lot of bald and improbable narratives about himself and drew around him many believers who swore by him and accepted his strange cant for gospel and his grotesque ordinances they took for revelations of the true way of life. Among these apostles of the Negro was an old man Grove of the little grocery. He had given up all to follow the bishop, and the heap old trouble is not on the old man's mind, but upon the good wife's, since the spiritual elopement of her husband with the African. Saturday has been the best day for trade in the Grove grocery. And now, following the bishop's command, the store is closed on Saturdays. Often a home-printed sign on pasteboard appears across the closed doors. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. The farmer drives up with his butter and eggs and reads the sign and drives on. The little boy, after a can of baking powder, goes further up street. On weekdays, the purchasers of dimes worth of beans notice a strange, dreamy light in the storekeeper's eyes. His soul is not full of beans. It is full of the truth found in the gospel preached by the Negro in his church of God. Far into the night, the old man sits reading his black leather Bible, and in the day, the strange light burns brighter in his eyes. The trade is going from the little store, and the good wife, seeing it go, frets, as women will. For she is not breathed in the new faith, but clings to the God of her fathers and mothers. Sometimes the neighbors hear the discussions between the couple in the grocery, and words pass to and fro that should have been unspoken. This is the work of the Church of God. All churches start thus. The early history of the Catholic Church reads like this: the Mormons, the Baptists, the Methodists, the Presbyterian, all had their beginnings in humble ways, and their followers suffered persecution for what they called righteousness' sake. One can't condemn the old man Grove, who takes his inspiration from a husky black man with improbable tales, unless one is prepared to condemn the followers of every religious sect that now thrives so proudly in Emporia. It would be interesting to know just how many years must elapse before the Church of God will be holding church fairs, broom brigade drills, toll socials, and spreading its doctrine from brick churches under respectable mortgages. Probably when the day of these things come, the ebony founder of this simple sect of today will look down from above or up from below as the case may be, and wonder with Calvin and Wesley and Paul and the other fathers how such things have come to pass. For the evolution of creed is one of the strangest and most hopeful things in the world. W.A. White.